Write the main differences between the properties of white phosphorus and red phosphorus. Now, white and red phosphorus actually are two allotropes of phosphorus. What is the meaning of allotrope? If the same substance, the same chemical substance can exist in more than such structures that they have different chemical properties. Please note, chemical formula is the same, but if they have different physical and chemical properties, then they are said to be allotropes. Okay, like you have white and red phosphorus. White is sometimes also called yellow phosphorus. And do you know, there is a very fundamental difference in their structures. What is the difference? The difference is like this. White phosphorus exists as P4 units like this. This is the structure of white phosphorus. So white phosphorus has discrete molecules containing P4 units. And the most fundamental difference is when you're talking about red phosphorus is polymeric. It has no small molecules. It has actually, the structure is actually inspired by white phosphorus only. I'll just tell you how it is like. Now, instead of making one more bond here, you just make it outside like this. So these tetrahedral units, now one of this bond, this bond opens up and they form cross linkages like this. So it becomes relatively more stable. This is less stable and more reactive. This is more stable and less reactive. Two fundamental points. If you want to point out more differences, first is color, white and dark red, yes. Also, white phosphorus is soft, waxy solid. Red phosphorus is relatively harder. Hard doesn't mean it is as good as iron, no. It is harder than white phosphorus, it is more crystalline, fine. Both of them are insoluble in water because they are not polar. But because white phosphorus has small different molecules, it can dissolve in carbon disulfide, which is also a non-polar solvent. Red phosphorus is a polymer, and polymers don't dissolve in anything, so it is insoluble in carbon disulfide also. Because it is less stable, it is highly reactive. It catches fire in air at even 35 degrees Celsius. Now we are in Kota, Rajasthan, where in summers the room temperature itself is around 45-46 degrees Celsius. So white phosphorus will simply burst in flames in a place like Rajasthan. Red phosphorus, it takes around 200 degrees Celsius to burn. So I mean, you have to heat it to burn. It won't ignite on its own on Earth's surface very easily. White phosphorus is highly poisonous. It is used as a rat poison, which means that if you feed it to rats, rats die. It doesn't mean that humans can't die, just that they'll have a very bad time, and if they eat more, they also will die. Red phosphorus is innocent and non-poisonous. Nothing much happens out of it. There could be more differences, but for exam point of view, these are sufficient. You should write at least 4. If you write 4, and I've given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 6, 7 points, any 4 points are good enough in this.